I got an achievement.
Oh.
Seek a way out again.
Huh.
Oh, I mean, let me
Maybe you
just
did all the
double-check that.
puzzles.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
guessing.
Gained all memories of escape in 999. That's all the puzzles. We did them all.
We're
Yay!
free.
I mean, more or less.
Oh,
Wink.
I think the shaking stopped.
There's one more very important puzzle, if I remember right.
You get to choose who lives.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
I think Ace should live.
He's been a good guy.
The exit needs the Uranus key too. Shut up. Hey, Junpei. Yeah, I know. No other way, stupid. Yeah,
Give me Uranus.
Well, hey, what? It's not the only door I can frick. All right.
We can frick
It's
it together,
open.
friend.
Let's go.
Detective.
Detective on Junpei. Oh,
It's
boy.
just like my fanfics.
Hey, okay. It's a new Neptune key. Let's see if it works.
Was there ever a Pluto key?
Ye-
Because
Yeah.
I figured the whole reason with the plants is because there were 9 of them, right?
There were.
Pluto's not
Yeah.
a planet.
Yeah, this game's outdated, but it's 2025, but it's outdated.
Mm-hmm. It's unlocked. I think it unlocked.
No, 2 years from now, they're gonna make Pluto a planet again.
Oh. It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
Incineroar.
That's the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that, and the door should open.
Got it. Hello?
Hello?
Let's go.
Seek a way out.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What the heffle is going on? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise. You look cuter without a gun to your head.
What is that? I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
We're all gonna die. I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though. Now that you're here.
Are you sure? Well, don't you like 7 more?
No. I mean,
Oh.
yes, I know. That's not the line, but I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me. But maybe we should, like, make out a little bit.
Santa!
Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun, kid? You hiding it somewhere? He ate it.
I ate it. I don't have it. I got sucker punched. They took the gun.
What? Who took it?
Who do you think? Isn't that obvious?
No. I took the gun. Remember this?
In the furnace again?
Deja vu, right, kid?
Ace, dang it. Again with this. Oh, dot, straight dot.
Just what the hell you do? What do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say, Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals? You you have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain? The pain of Prospicos Nocia, right? Where's that auto Google thing?
Yeah.
Another irritating insect. We shoot insects in my country. And how do you know that? Good question. No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this... 9. The knife man! That's not a good shot. I liked it when he was all over the walls.
Oh, shut up. Any screen time is good screen time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Kubota's bracelet.
You wouldn't know. You're a main character.
I forgot about you a lot. I'm sorry. I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose. Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is? What the heck, man? What you planning, Santa? At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening? One more time. You must have used the wrong hand. Now open! No. What is this? Why?
Hey, could you stop holding me like that?
Shut up! The digital root should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening? You're breaking it. Now! Falco punch!
Oh! 7 for Smash.
Already
7 starts a crap storm.
It's his final smash.
We'll do that together. Theo, that was close. Too close. Thank you, 7.
Marry me. Don't mention it.
Well, I am single.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit.
You would know all about that.
Oh, you damn right. After what he did 90 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat. 9 years ago? Then you must be... Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass. I was a student.
I was that little girl that you bribed through.
Puberty hit
I'm
hard.
all grown up.
Word up.
Dot. Ace. You killed Kabuto, Ninjask, and Maharitsuba, didn't you?
Wow.
Wait. Ninja Saki?
Ninja Saki.
That's not what I said. You don't know yet? Oh, wait. All right. Well, let me just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kabuto, the rock water Pokemon.
Hello, it's me again.
You talked to Kabuto and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figured it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the non-airy game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet can join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital root, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you can make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaka.
Closer.
I'm slowly getting there. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kabuto was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years ago before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kabuto as a test. You wanted to know how serious this non-airy game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You've convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen.
How could you?
It was pretty funny. That was why you killed Kabuto, wasn't it? But he was only the first. Next was Ninjask. While everyone knows you get a speed boost after every match or turn, you forgot the missing parts for the Reds.
Okay.
You ran into Ninjask near the big hospital room.
You forgot about the secret boss, Red.
What?
Dun 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 dun.
However, because of your you didn't realize it was Ninjask. Chiefly because when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Ninjask was Snake. No, that was not Nijisaki.
Yay!
Why? How did... I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. You picked on him, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? That's not how that works. Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat.
Ace Detective Junpei.
I get smart near the end of things. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him.
Just absorbed all these science talks you got over every timeline.
Oh, I'm a brain man. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kabuto's bracelet. You just waved it over the Red.
You jerk.
Verified your own number, and then grabbed Ninjask's arm and forced it over the scanner's panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed.
Wait, but if 9 Man's bracelet wasn't actually 9, would that still be the same digital root?
I guess we don't really know what Nijisaki's bracelet was, assuming it was also 2.
Plot convenience.
Yeah,
It was all
yeah,
set
because
up.
I feel like that would dramatically change.
Yeah.
And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Ninjask was dead.
Oh.
Oh wait, because he thought he was Snake, whose number was 2.
Yeah.
But it was probably whatever was needed to equal. Okay, yeah. All right, you win.
I mean, it's all very strange. Yeah.
This Pokemon looks wrong.
Thought I found a plot hole.
Then you mean to Snake? Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new.
How's that arm hanging?
Quite well and unexploded, thank you.
Still doesn't have any bone.
Dot.
Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't
welcome.
say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you. Last but not least, let's talk about Master Uetabatsubu death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me, not Clover. Do you remember what you said? Give me your pockets. Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it? I hand it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the non-nary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation in the door to unlock it. Is that why he kept saying, "Good job, Junpei, I knew you could do it"? Because he already knew.
I guess so. I didn't really know about this little aspect. Makes sense.
Yeah. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Masamadama was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up the axe and buried the blade deep in the man's chest. One blow was all it took. Then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened. There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment? I had no reason to say no, so I followed you into the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? That tickled. You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote.
Everyone else just like, what?
Junpei, I'll kill you! But
Not the issue at hand, people.
But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. You think I would have noticed? It wasn't a very good plan. It had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down on you. All around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace. Masamahama, murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why? Because of this.
The second gun.
Gotcha. What's with the paper? Just read it. Okay. Let's see. Chapter 1. Number 1.
Owa, Tagu, Saya.
There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the non-nary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters.
Finally, we're gonna learn about it.
Ah, that makes sense. The images captured by the cameras will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. I put an axe there just in case. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Why was the axe there? All this could have been prevented. 0. Oh, dots. When I awoke in that room on D-deck, I found that in my pocket. Dots. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice. You meant to kill him from the beginning then. Maha 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 maha, I mean.
What?
I don't know who that is. I only knew Masashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much of the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. Dots. But yes, you're correct. I intended to kill him before the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness. Dots. Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated. Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Masashido was delirious from an anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back.
So that's why there was an axe there?
It was absolutely set up. Yeah.
Nijisaki as well, in retrospect. I can't understand how I could have fallen in such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap, and I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do. Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this non-nary game happened. Am I right? Santa?
Uh-oh. Now he's throwing him under the bus.
I'm cold.
Ah, jeez, it's really cold in this incinerator, huh?
Right, let's turn up the heat. Wait, no.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any.
Ain't no point in trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should have called you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Dun.
My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you.
That's...
But hey, I guess that's all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the non-nary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you. You're a loser.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, is there? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing. No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. And number one, I ain't Zero.
Yeah, you are.
No.
What?
I'm a hero.
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant.
Like a grunt?
Yeah. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You
I
made...
don't remember.
Well, that's two more mistakes then. You made two more mistakes.
You made
One,
7
you're an
mistakes.
idiot.
Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose.
The tax fraud?
Yes. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game.
What?
To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? She's a burnt crisp. Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw.
My tears rehydrated her.
Oh, miracles. Huh? What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh, my head. My head. It feels like it's gonna.
Seven, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
Uh-oh.
What was the Nonary project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time.
Ah!
It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon?
Pokemon.
No. God
Oh.
damn it. For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine.
Dots.
There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic.
Dots.
The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic.
Dots.
I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
No.
Don't play dumb.
I'm not playing.
You know things you shouldn't, things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that was easy. I looked at my past footage. The Nunnery game?
He knew because I knew.
I?
PCM, do you want to take over?
Yeah. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river. The fact that you messed up and got the axe ending a second time, that was hilarious.
Oh.
Even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I?
Goofy Goober?
I'm Spider-Man. I know. I am I, the ninth letter of the alphabet,
What?
but I am also zero. No, that's not true. I'm not really zero. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than zero.
-1?
Yeah. Zero is my future. In 9 years, I will be zero.
Well, where did she go? June? No. Akane? No. Zero? Where did you go?
Santa! Bring me presents!
Why is Clover asking for Santa? Oh, Animal Cracker.
Freeze!
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun into his head.
Get up.
Who's doing this? Sure isn't about to take the gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just kind of looks drained. My power. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through the door, but
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing? He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the heck, man? What's he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus.
What?
It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's not how that works. That's it? That's all he's gonna give us?
A kid wrote me and he asked for this guy's death, so, you know.
Hey, kid, watch this.
The Make-A-Wish.
Merry Christmas! Wow, Make-A-Wish, they really outdid themselves this time.
Your Feliz Navidad.
What the nachos does this even mean? Criminy. Well, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be all right. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon. Poop.
You mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, what?
A floating shopping list!
Oh!
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Crap, we gotta do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, all right, we could do this. We just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. 26 plus 2 plus 6. It's 8! Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
No, you keep drawing weird things in them.
Just give me the freaking notebook!
No! She stole my notepad.
We're gonna freaking die!
Again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful.
My hentai is gonna save lives!
Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, man, she doesn't look very happy, though.
Oh, it's not turning out right. The proportions are all weird.
What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that.
Garbage! Garbage!
Jeez! Everyone's their own critic, right?
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that. Told you, it's 2 girls doing it. Here we go.
All right, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing.
No, it was.
Let's see.
It was a guy and a girl.
This is me and Snake. Huh? Dots.
Dots.
What?
Then there's no other way. Lotus.
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Okay, bye. We left. Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
Well, yeah, but... God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa. Where the French toast did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without the... If you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of the job.
Huh?
Look, I'm not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandoned you, did I?
I did.
You'd be right.
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we'd be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No, what is this? Why? The digital route should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot?
Yes, that is what I said.
I didn't hear you.
My apologies.
Dots. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18. That's 9. Dots.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps. I just skipped.
If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in heck we could get to that hole 7 pooped out 9 years ago. All we
Go
can
to my
do is...
butthole, guys.
You'll be safe inside. Don't worry.
All we can do is stand here and stare at the door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. We got another bad ending.
Man,
This is the end.
seemed like a serious one though.
We're so bad at it.
No, wait. The
Dots.
9 door is upside down. It's actually a 6.
That reference, you know, when everyone was doing the handstand? That's what they were talking about.
Oh.
Everyone, get on your hands.
We'll push the earth down.
I think Junpei's freaking lost it. Meanwhile, with Akane vision.
Yeah,
Whoa.
you can see adventure mode and novel mode have changed.
Oh, I just barely noticed.
it just happened.
Oh, okay.
So this game
So
originally
is
came out on
that
the
like
DS.
what it was all this time?
Yes.
Like one of them was like what Akane was seeing and what?
Akane
that's
was
cool.
always narrating this version of the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
well, why
Junpei
were
was
you
always
talking
narrating
it?
top of it. We didn't plan ahead. I couldn't tell him to take over. It'd be like it's suspicion, you know.
Yeah.
Lie.
But
Like, yeah, why don't you be the narrator for no reason?
so yeah,
Definitely won't give anything away.
and yeah, the DS game, Junpei was always top screen. Akane was always bottom screen.
Were we
Okay,
reading
that's
the
super
bottom
cool.
screen this whole time?
We've been on the top screen this whole time.
Oh, well.
It's
there
forced
goes
us
my
into this
thing.
version sometimes. Yeah.
So if the puzzles were being solved on the bottom screen,
That means Junpei didn't solve anything.
Yeah, he's still an idiot. Akane
Wow,
was just
Junpei, you're
feeding
so
him the
smart.
answers.
Yeah, I
Maybe,
don't know how I
yeah.
keep solving them.
Anywho, I was watching, and it was hot.
Oh my.
I'd watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch.
Wario,
When he touched me, that was really weird.
get this feeling?
I felt everything he felt.
Hey, remember when they were flirting together?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw that from 9 years ago.
It's really wet.
Oh boy.
Uh,
It's really hard.
Oh boy.
like, please, she's just 12.
Oh boy.
I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing.
Not a lot.
All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the time, I was an observer. Oh, and at the same time, I was an observer. And then some dots. It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. The bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. Kaboom! That was the sound it made.
Ooh.
That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one, inside of Junpei. It's hot.
Oh.
Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Or like a game console that has two screens.
Huh?
I can't imagine what that would look like. I'm only a kid.
That makes no sense.
Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other.
Oh, that's why she kept fainting.
Oh, yep. Going in and out. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Yeah, come on, over here.
Okay, big brother. That was my brother, Owie. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up.
We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. She was a baby. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her, darn straight.
Yeah, put her in a place.
It has been 2 hours since the Nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
You remember that joke from like the very first escape room we did?
Yeah, he's afraid of light.
Hey, look, there's light over there. And he's like, like,
Oh my gosh, really?
It was his name.
Can I be over there?
Yeah.
Really? That's what that was?
Like, you knew my name? I mean,
I thought it was the headlight of a car hitting him, but all right.
no.
So just to verify something, his actual name is Light then.
Yes.
Is that okay? So I'm guessing that's a translation thing, and his name was probably Hikari or whatever, which is the
Maybe?
word for light.
I mean, the joke.
Hey, there's
I
a
don't know.
Hikari on the wall here.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if that joke is in the Japanese version or not, but that's his name.
Well,
His
but
name is
it's-
Light.
If that were the case, they would have had to have translated it for it to make sense. So
True.
That's true. Yeah.
that's just I don't know. That's just me trying to reason with things.
No, fair enough. Because it's weird, and that's what that joke was. You finally
Because
understand.
like everyone else is freaking Junpei, Akane, Hongu,
Yeah.
Aoi, and then there's just Light.
Well, he's a
That's it.
cool kid, obviously. Hello, everyone. Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. And then he started doing something weird with the door.
Watch this.
The fight died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover. Her name straight up is Clover. And today is her 9th birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was not a code name. That was her name.
It's like everyone's coming up with code names.
I mean, how is anyone supposed to know?
Yeah, like,
It's true.
Yeah, I'll go with Clover.
Yeah, Clover, like a four-leaf clover. I'm creative.
Good work, sister.
Snake was just like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get us all killed.
Oh no!
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hands were 9 four-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them while blind when I was abducted. 9
1, 2,
four-leaf
3,
clovers
dang it.
while
1,
blind.
2, 3.
Are you
dang it.
impressed?
1, 2, 3, dang it. Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy was crazy lucky.
Oh, well, yeah, here you
Well,
go.
you find one and then it's like exponential, you know?
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, oh my god, very difficult.
I was there for years.
I'm breaking out into tears just right now thinking about it.
Let's just say this was supposed to be her 8th birthday present.
But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. That's how Santa knows something that was very important to Clover.
Yep.
Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. I didn't make them.
He's making this up.
So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He kind of sounded like an old man, even though he was a kid. Like, he wasn't that much older than the rest of us. But anyway, he gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now don't ever forget So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
Okay, Boomer.
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. And then I ate my clover.
Um,
It
Remember,
was delicious.
each bit you gotta eat separately.
After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. And then we put the blind kid in the coffin. It was hilarious.
9 years later, he
Hey!
woke up.
How's that luck handing out for you?
Oh, I'm alive somehow.
Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape. What are we gonna do?
Right, yeah.
God, any
We
other
slapped
doors?
that girl again. There aren't any other doors. We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already.
The guy with poop rope came.
Oh no.
Not yet. We're getting there. Hey, that's you.
I guess I could say it.
Warning, warning, emergency incineration command has been acknowledged, but 9 years ago. Automatic
That was-
incineration.
Took place in 18 minutes.
That was his quirky voice. I'd never forget.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
How can we? You closed the door, stupid.
Oops. Anyway, I'm going to repeat myself now. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Do you kids know what that means?
What?
What's happening?
What's happening? Did you listen to the guy, stupid? They're turning on the incinerator. What did they say?
I'm blind, not deaf.
What did they tell you?
Not dumb, except when it comes to dumb. I don't know what that means. Anyway.
He was a very strange kid. My brother Owie swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is going to burn.
"Burn?
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn, because you're all kids, I know.
What?
No!"
Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. We slapped that girl again. I don't know why. It was just therapeutic. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair, especially hers. Then,
We got in a line and. Ow, ow, ow.
high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He smelled like feces.
Poop!
A huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm on the good guys. I'm one of them. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
Dots. The rest happened just like 7 had said it did.
How'd you know you went there?
Does my all-knowing psychicness power mean anything to you?
Let's be honest, I wasn't listening.
7, get out of my flashback.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On On the wall opposite, the door was a set of double doors. I couldn't. Did I read that right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we went through. She's like sitting there trying to remember it. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. There's no way in heck I was gonna let Seven's butt be in my face.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, kid.
Behind me were Nona. Oh yeah, Nona. She was one of the
Yeah, Nona
Okay.
and Ine or something like that.
Nonary.
Yeah. And Ine, like an enneagram, isn't the 9 test gram that I made you guys take?
Oh wow, that's really creative.
It's so deep.
Mom, why'd you name us both 9? Oh. Okay.
You'll understand when you're older.
I guess.
But even I didn't understand. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized. Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present? I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to.
No.
But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. But I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. Dots. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically. There it is! It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom,
Hello.
the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongi Kong. Gentaro Hongu. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical.
I'll
as if
warm that
someone
up
had-
for you.
What? It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. Felt Hongu's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could. No, stop! Let go of me! Let go! I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongu to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongu.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed. Help me! Somebody! Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open. My brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongu. You came back! I cried out. But then,
I think it's me.
Yeah.
Ha,
The-
you're too late, idiot.
thank you. Hongu threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. Whee! The force of it threw me to the floor. It was fun at first, but then it really hurt. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongu stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. Those fists never reached Hongu. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Dots. Hongu glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an objective there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Dots. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
Yeah, doing great.
Oh, he's
I can hear
good.
a voice. I have to remember what we said. It's got to be canon.
Are those cookies? Huh?
I can hear a voice from the other side of the door. Yeah, these cookies. A worried, frightened voice. Help me! My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. These cookies have raisins in them!
No!
My voice echoed
monster!
lonely around the empty room. What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door. He's getting more raisin cookies.
What?
This time, I promise.
Then it started again.
Warning, hi again.
Hey, friend.
Emergency incineration
Bert.
command has been acknowledged. I'm
Could you unacknowledge it, please?
9 years older now. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy smokes! Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but this is one man of a creepy voice.
I'm just old now.
I
I
hate
love
you.
that he doesn't swear. That's how I knew he was the one for me.
I'm
I
pure.
knew it.
It's starting.
I can
Santa's...
smell the raisins already.
No! Santa started the oven. He means to do what Ace did.
You mean cookies?
Man, I thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hiffle? What the hiffle? What
Language.
in the guy upstairs' name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that. When it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of hacking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Oh yeah.
But that was
That
like really
loop.
intense.
Well, okay, we got 18 minutes to explain the whole story for you.
Dots.
Okay. Dots.
Dots.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
I knew we should have left her. But
No buts.
How about my butt? Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? But it means butts.
Incinerate means
burn.
bomb.
What kind of an idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. I'm not a 6-year-old. Well, yeah. Okay. Gadzungle. Okay, fine. Won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. Talk about butts for all I care. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
Okay, but they gotta be lady butts.
Oh my gosh, we're all gonna die.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hiffle do you know?
You're blind.
Because I looked for it, 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that because she's old.
9 years.
Can't really blame her. Wait! The floor. It's moving! Ah.
One more puzzle.
What else can I say about it but nice?
Yeah.
Jumping.
Alright, nice.
Is it? This is a
What
comment.
else could I say?
Yeah.
Except you're
Yes.
welcome.
Da-da.
The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. Hey, beautiful. Cute.
All I could see on the screen inflection is my teary face. Man, I'm cute. I looked kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but Seeing it kind of drives it home.
I looked like a little girl.
Okay, Junpei, just calm down, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. Guh? Man, I wish this thing would just shut up.
Hey, buddy. Incineration will begin in 15 minutes, just FYI.
All right, back to this thing.
Shut up, speaker. No one likes you.
After I was so rudely interrupted.
Come on.
If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the heck am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move.
Ow! My face! Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you're gonna shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. This is really bad. There's nothing on here. How are we supposed to do anything with it?
Maybe you need a blind guy to do it.
Finally.
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Oh no. Huh. Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
That's solitaire.
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah, well, we can hope, right?
All right, puzzle. How do you work? Oh man, the gosh darn voice again.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, but
You are.
Oh, well, pardon me. Excuse me, princess. Anyway, incineration will begin at 12 minutes.
What?
You made me
We lost
talk
a
a
minute?
lot.
Crap, we lost a minute.
That's what you get for talking back, wise guy.
Oh, we were rude to him and he took a minute away.
Junpei, shut up and solve the puzzle!
I'm sorry. 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna...
My heart was pounding like it was about to. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. I'd never played solitaire. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. Felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face.
Hello?
Yeah. It was Hongu.
You got games on there?
He's mad.
How long had he been watching me? Pervert.
Aw, don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Oh.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on the machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongu, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person. I hate you.
Oh my, how could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? Raisins and oatmeal are delicious. I'm quite fair, I mean, I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see, I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve the puzzle. Do that and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Question mark?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function on the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red? Then I remembered. Before Hongu left the room, he scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now, there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number? I need it, girl.
What a pervert. I looked down at my left hand, and I realized I didn't know how to count.
It says
The face
S.
on my, the face on my bracelet showed a 5. How about that?
Yeah.
1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. Beep. Dots. More dots.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
It's because your voice is stupid.
Oh.
I hear Hongu's muffled voice. Muffled voice
Yeah.
from muffled voice from across the room.
She's
Yeah.
only 12. Give her some slack.
Huh? I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. I work in a zoo. Now, start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't. I don't know how.
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenic field and find the solution.
I can't.
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful. Oh, yeah. It's funny.
I'm freaking 12. I don't understand.
We're like 1200 degrees. Hey-oh.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and also his bad jokes. And even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
That reminds me though. Do you remember that puzzle where Santa was talking about like the thermometer in the shower room? And he was talking about like how hot like the human body could withstand or whatever.
Kinda.
Yeah.
He knows very personally.
Oh, no.
That's why he got sad at that moment, yeah.
Buddy.
Oh, it's my turn. Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
What?
Mr. Incineration Voice Guy, can you turn off the incineration?
Absolutely not.
Then I hate you.
Well, 9 minutes.
I was crying.
Lost a minute.
Great gulping sobs. Even the Incineration Voice Guy didn't want to help me. Broken by hiccups that shook my body. Oh, that's the worst. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out. What was I going to do? I didn't know. Didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was gonna die. My palms were sweating and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. Just like Jumpy. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces.
Heh.
Oh.
I reached into my pocket, wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Help me, Jumpy. Help me. Help me. Help me. Jumpy! 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 Jumpy? Please?
Hey.
Help me! Jumpy!
Huh? That's not my name!
How many years later do you forgot?
Oh, we have 2 minutes to left. Oh, crap. Akane!
Akane?
Who the heck is the Kane?
You really got to pay attention, Lotus. You're not very
I forgot
connected to
during our
this
exchange at
morphetic
the
field.
beginning.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should know.
Shut up! Just shut the heck up, man. Seven and Lotus don't understand. They're old. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake would have looked if he wasn't blind.
I hear you.
No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here? Akane? Akane, can you hear me? Akane, say something. Nice.
Nice.
Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Nice. Akane, answer me! Akane?
Jumpy? I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice.
Your boots are huge.
Thank you. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there. Jumpy! I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy. Jumpy.
It's probably really cool on the DS, but here it's like,
He's looking up and everything, like at the top screen.
Aww.
Uh-huh.
That's her. She's there.
I'm just thinking about how cool this game would be if I were playing it on a DS.
It's really
Yeah.
a shame that they did the best they could translating it.
It's true.
Yeah. Then that means...
Akane! Akane, are you in the incinerator right now?
Yes, I am. How did you know? I couldn't believe that he knew that.
Now I understand what Santa meant. Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane. I think I get it now.
Hey,
Ah,
that
dang it,
was my
shut
line,
up.
kind of. Incineration will begin in
7 minutes.
Oh, 7 minutes. Jumpy, we don't have time. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. We gotta solve the puzzle to stop the incinerator!
Got it. I understood every word of that. And I do.
What?
I get everything now.
Oh, I thought you were like marriage.
At last. I finally understand what all of this means. It's all
Don't take
coming
time
together.
to think about it. Solve the puzzle.
Sorry, hold on. I know why the non-nary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my gosh. This is insane. I can't believe the Japanese writers thought of this. But there's only one possible answer.
I guess he wrote the twist first and then wrote everything else around it.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah.
Could be.
June is. Zero is. Akane Kurashiki. I knew it.
That's me.
She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Zero.
Yeah.
Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
You really had the
Shut
monologue,
up.
huh? Well, incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
Oh, frick. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Jumpy?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just, thinking about stuff. Yeah, I'll get you out. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
That's all I have. Okay.
I need about 12.
He was the same idiot I'd always known.
And we were gonna die. Why? It was an insane plan.
The fact that I had to trust in him to save my life. I knew this was going to be an awful experience.
Oh no.
But he's just so hot. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. Because Jumpy was there. Ooh. Felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Dots. Also dots.
All right, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way, Lotus!
Hey, what are you?
Just trust me, okay? We're gonna die. Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap your neck there, but there's a lot more to stake here than your neck. I'll apologize later, all right?
Oh my gosh, you killed Lotus!
Now, let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it. Think of what I did all those times before. I'm going to do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm going to solve this problem